I'm out here in the garage for this one. We've got a bit of a find that's so dirty that I'm starting out here. I don't even want to bring this in the house yet. I don't even know if it works. That's gonna be what we find out. So what we've got here is a vintage Norma, which for people in the know, you probably recognize this kind of exaggerated Stratocaster shape. But for those that don't, Norma, Teisco, Kawaii, all came from the same factory, or at least the same area. Japanese brand, exaggerated Stratocaster. It was a very beginner, very cheap, very introductory way into electric guitar. But the cool thing I like about this one is that it's got the actual kind of Stratocaster style headstock. Sometimes they have kind of their own unique take, and I like the fact that they went full knockoff with this. So this actually came from my sister. She has a local business called the Rural Refuge where she does vintage flips, flea market finds, stuff like that. I will sometimes get a text with a picture of something that says, hey, what do you know about this? How much would you pay? And I think probably every time I always say, here's what I know about it. This is how much I would pay for it, and you might as well just go ahead and drop it off. If you buy it, I'll buy it from you. So that's where this came from. I think I told her no more than 50 bucks. I'm not sure what, I think she bought it as a bundle, but she said, hey, flip me a 20 and I'll drop it off. So bought it sight unseen, but I knew what it was and kind of know what I'm getting into as far as if it even works or not. Just looking at it, we've got the one string deal. It is, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it is just filthy. Which, even if it doesn't work, I kind of like just cleaning stuff up and seeing that transformation. So this is going to be fun for me. Don't know if I'm going to be able to save these tuners. We'll try. Be great if I could, because they do have that vintage look on the back. The nut is intact. Truss rod cover is there. You can clearly see where they've glued two pieces together, which is fine. Frets are all there. There's nothing missing. I'm guessing we've got a single coil style pickup, and obviously 5 out of the 6 strings are missing. So we're gonna start this out here, clean it up. If I'm happy with how it's going, then we'll bring it in, see if we can't do like a final cleanup, plug it in and see if it works. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can get this cleaned up. Water and a cloth. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. There's our logo, Norma. Oh, so much dirt. Look at these cool knobs though. That was under the knobs. Whew. Next, I'm going to take some pictures and probably start disassembly out here, because this is where all my tools are. And we'll get a better idea. Actually, no, I take that back. Let's run inside, see if it works, and then decide if we even want to continue or make a game plan then. Moment of truth. Well, something is working. That one works. I think that one works too. Oh my god, I think it works. So here's where I'm at with this. I originally had planned on taking that whole thing apart and really cleaning it up and making it look great. The fact that it appears that everything works as it should, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to clean it up to the point where it's functional. Like there's a lot of rust on the end of the tuner pegs. I'll probably clean some of that up. Clean out the nut slots. Probably clean the fretboard better and shine up the frets with some steel wool. But other than that, that pick guard is staying on. I'm not touching any electronics. If it works, it works. So let's do that. Throw some strings on it and maybe play this. That would be sick. All right, let's do it. See how I'm just wiping on that metal part?
Yeah.
Look how shiny it gets versus like what it's like before.
Yeah, it kind of looks more cleaner. More shiny.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of this guitar?
I think it's nice and dirty and cool.
Nice and dirty and cool? Is that what we want?
No, it's not what we want,
What
but
do we
we
want?
want the coolness.
We
and
want
nice,
the coolness, exactly.
and the cleanness. The clean stuff too. So that's why we're cleaning it.
And it's not pee, it's lemon oil. Put this on. Spread it out, kind of rub it in a bit. Actually, I don't want to use that. It's 10 after 7. I'm gonna let that oil soak in for a bit, and I'm gonna go eat. And then we'll keep going. Finger guns, I don't know why I just did that. So here's where I'm at. It's decently clean. It's clean enough to throw some strings on and play. Fretboard turned out better than I thought. Yeah, should Should be fun. We're downstairs. I'm gonna go into Lincoln Hawk mode. I'm gonna drink my Mango Loco Monster, and I'm gonna put new strings on this bad boy. This is probably my favorite part. Throw up a podcast, just enjoy it. So, I will catch you guys in about 10 minutes when this has new strings on it, and then we'll plug it in and play it. Hopefully it still works. I'm jumping back in after putting just the first, the low E string on, and it's pretty apparent that I'm gonna have to adjust this neck angle and probably add some sort of material or shim the nut because it's way too low here and it's way too high here. So I think before I move forward with putting all the strings on, like I said, I'm gonna add a little material here, and I've got some shims. I'm gonna put a shim behind the neck, and fingers crossed it doesn't just completely fall apart when I take all the neck bolts off, and see if we can get just a slightly better angle. Yeah, I maybe could just start with the nut, but I'm almost all the way down here already at the bridge. And it's like a 1/4 inch. So let's check the truss rod quick. Truss is fine. So it's just a neck angle thing. So we'll do that quick and we'll see if that helps. It's probably not the correct way to do it. This is going to be more kind of proof of concept, but so I just cut off, a chunk that fits in the back, so the front of the neck is still sitting down in the wood, and that's why I say it's probably not the correct way to do it, because then you get kind of like that little bit of a gap there. But if that works, or if it's enough for me to be able to measure if that's enough or if it's too much, then I can go and order the correct one that fits in there. But for the purposes of today, that's what I'm going to do to try to see if I can get that neck angle right. And then we're just going to keep moving on. So, strings. All right. So that one chunk of my little makeshift plastic spacer was perfect. The nut needed some fiddling with, but I mean... Oof, let's plug this bad boy in. This turned out way better. This turned out way better than I expected. If it still works through an amp, we will see. All right, here we go. So that's gonna do it for old me and Norma, I guess. Not bad for a one-day kind of quick and dirty restoration. There's certainly things that still need to be addressed, but I'm happy with how it sounds. I'm probably not gonna do anything with this guitar. I've got better guitars. This was just kind of like for 20 bucks, my time, a set of strings. Maybe I'll throw it up on Marketplace or Reverb for, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. I don't think this is anything special. But it is kind of cool that it's, been a guitar more than twice as long as I've been a human. If you like this kind of stuff, it always helps the channel grow when you like and subscribe. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.